You already know the vibes. It's Naga. We about to go live, so tune in and all that. I'm gonna play some music to give people time to get in the house or whatever. But yeah, we going live. And let me put this link up here real quick. So now the link is in the description if anybody want to come in and say their piece or whatever. But we about to go live, yo. You already know the vibe. I am Naga, yo. You already know the vibes. Tune in because we're going to talk about some shit tonight. You already know the vibes. I'm going to make people mad. All right, yo, I'm out. Come through.
With the affirmations to enjoy your day with. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The netters are my batteries. I got my discipline. My source comes from within. Root chakra grounded in the cosmos so infinite. Nagas through my veins. Currencies flow through ligaments. Another netter instrument. Manifest me dividends. I'm on my mastery. Self-doubt is blasphemy. I'm the God I ask for me. Connected to my astral being. I summon other beings. All facets of me. Magician part my meaning. My purpose is the alchemy. I am numero uno, Raishi on my mind, Lion's mane, big on sumo, Babalao aligned with Pluto. We kick back like we judo, karma licks back from Pluto. Heart on a feather, that represents my new growth. Trusting me is crucial, the God in me a do show. I'm bigger than your economics, politics, and Google. My omnipresence is the true show, all the world is stage. Allow my authentic self to be the sage. Fumigating parasites all up in my space. Cause I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than indoctrinations. Naga's rising cavalry. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than the situation. Netters are my battery. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The netters are my battery.
We in here. We about to go live, so tune in. You know what I mean? I'm going to take my face off the screen. I just wanted to smile for y'all real quick. You already know the vibes, man. So let me take this off real quick. Y'all can still hear me or whatever. You know, it's always my thoughts. That's always going to be my title, Naga's Thoughts. Because I be seeing shit, you know what I mean? I notice things, and I've been tapped into the divine for Adin. Adin meaning a very long, 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 long time. Before the value of a lot of people was trying to use it as communicational purposes or whatever have you, right? But that's irrelevant, right? That's irrelevant. So first and foremost, let's start like this. Spirituality is everything. Excuse me, yo. I'm trying to get my heater adjusted. Yo, this shit be cutting off and on, and it don't stay on for hasn't been staying on for me, so I got to keep adjusting it. But spirituality is everything, right? It's everything, and everything in its full totality. Spirituality is everything. All right. Matter of fact, can I share this out real quick? So way I can share this out. I don't know if I can share this from here. I probably can share it from my hold on. I'm gonna share it from my YouTube. So therefore, y'all know I'm on, and everybody won't just be like, "Is he on yet? I don't know if he's on yet." All right, there we go. Let me see if I can share it. Give me a second. I'm trying to post it. All right, that's done. All right, so first and foremost, spirituality is everything. Okay, it's nothing that's not in spirituality. Nothing that's not in spirituality. And I see we going through the time where some people feel like they're getting left behind. Some people want to be mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to get their place in the world as some form of progenitor or whatever value. I'm not about to keep doing that shit. I'm not gonna keep doing that because I don't even get that. I don't get that value from no one. Ain't nobody walking around here like, yo, you know what? So I'm not running it down. The only thing I represent first and foremost is the divine creator of all things. That's what I'm representing, and that's what comes to me and gives me my knowledge. I'm sorry for everybody else who ain't in the position to keep their projects going or whatever the hell they had going on in their life. That's not my business. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, we go through our struggles on our own, and that's what most of us get our knowledge from. I can't speak for everybody else, but I know most people that are tapped in, they get their knowledge from the actual experiences that they deal with. So I'm gonna leave that right there first and foremost. Secondly, you got two types of people, and it's always been two types of people. It's people who listen to what they're supposed to be listening to, and it's people who change what they heard to suit their needs. Listen to what I'm telling y'all very carefully. You got people who do what they're told, right? And then you got people who hear what they're told and they try to make it suit their needs. So first and foremost, real creators don't go out here telling everybody. They're not out here like, yo, this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to marry this girl. I'm about to go get this job. Yo, I need y'all to support me with this. Like, real creators don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And this is why it's hard for me to get out here and actually put my business out there like that. Everybody like, tell your story. Put your story out. F that. Okay, F that. I don't think it's that important to give everybody who has lack thereof the experience to understand certain things I went through my story, just so you can cut it up, to chop it up, to make it sound familiar in certain aspects or use it how you see fit. Nah, I don't even rock like that. Even if even with relationships, like, I never liked telling people that I was about to hook up with somebody. I wanted to keep it because people, and then you mess around, you get with the wrong person and you tell them like, yo, let's keep this exclusive so we can do more. You know what they start thinking? Oh, it's a reason that you want to be exclusive. It's a reason you don't want to tell nobody. Like, you can't. And I'm not saying this is an experience that I had recently or nothing like that. This is something that happened to me like a while ago. And I remember asking a female about that, and they was like all in their head about the shit. And I'm like, I see you're not an adult. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the things of the world, you got social media. Social media is the worst place for anything. All right, that's just first and foremost. Like, y'all come out here and y'all like, yo, if it doesn't meet the standard of what social media says, then it must not be right. All right, that's a beautiful thing. Like, I watch, I be like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, how, like, you know what? Then that makes me second guess my choices. Like, especially if I'm going to choose something I would never just choose nothing offline. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be up here like online, like, yeah, baby, Like, and it's online. Like, I have conversations with people and shit, but I'm not about to dig deep into it, because if it's coming to you offline, it has a mentality of internet availability. That means most of the things that it consumes is internet basis. So I have to expect you to think on that particular type of term. I can't expect anything outside of that. And if I want anything better than that, I definitely can't get it from social media. So social media is the worst place for anything right now. This is just what I believe. And spirituality, that's why I started out by saying spirituality is everything. Most people are like, they come on social media and people saying, if you're not this, you don't have that, or you don't got this, or you're not this person, or you're not making this, or you don't drive that, or whatever. You're not this in a perspective. Well, those are social media antics, and automatically, that kind of like defuses the value of growth. Like, nobody wants to grow no more. You just want to jump into somebody's success. You just want to jump into somebody's life that got something going on. And know damn well, most of y'all that request some of the things that y'all be asking for, you ain't even a part of that shit. You don't even have none of that going on in your life. Moreover to want these things, right? And no, I'm not saying that I experienced anything. I'm not saying that I'm talking to anybody. I'm not saying none of that, because I'm solo dolo. I've been solo dolo for a long time. Celibate like a mother for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, semen retention like a mother for a while now. You know what I'm saying? And holding on strong. But the reason why I'm particularly coming at this angle like this is because I'm tired of hearing that shit. I'm tired of every time I turn around on social media somewhere, everybody swear like they're professors in relationships. The best relationships on the earth, you'll never hear about them because they know everybody around here crazy. You'll never hear about it because they ain't about to bring their shit up here, because they know as soon as they do, it's gonna bring more negative energy into something that they really don't want to deal with. Those are real strong, structured relationships. Those are people who got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. Not all the way, for the most part. You'll never hear those type of people talking about, oh, my credentials as far as what it looks like and what I want and what this person did and all this other shit. You'll never see that from a real structured relationship, because they ain't about to come put y'all in their business. That'll be damaging to them. Ultimately, social media, when I'm watching people and I'm seeing all these people have these sit downs and they go in these rooms and you're paying these people to give their point of view. Most of these people are young, in their early 20s. Their aesthetic, the aesthetic on them is basically bought from somewhere. So it's like you probably got on 20, 30 different name brands and shit like that, from your perfume to your clothes, or your cologne to the clothes you wear and what you drive. Everything has a standpoint of somebody else's ideology. So therefore, you're not thinking on your own recognizance anyway, because look how you dress yourself. You don't care. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a shit. Like, you can't even formulate your own ideas. And for people to come to social media to get a retrospect, that speaks to your mentality. That says you can't even gather the right mentality to think for your own self. So you come where it's other cognitive dissonant people to get certain information. And that speaks volumes about that individual. Like, are you serious? So for the most part, I know why when I say things about relationships, or I'm speaking to a value of universal principle, I know why people don't get it, because they don't move like me. So for the most part, the pains that I deal with, people not gonna sit down and be like, yeah, this motherfucker did this for me, because it's gonna take away what they can take from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been that as a value. Like, why would I say how good it is when I want to obtain more? You know what I'm saying? I want to shit on somebody else. I want to lie to somebody else. I want to manipulate somebody else. I want to save face. I want to still look like I'm something I'm not. So I will never go and say this was right, but I did that wrong. People don't stand on their word as far as that aspect. And spirituality in itself is the understanding of everything in the universe. So if you are a spiritualist, you are a person who deals with spirituality, you already have the affinity to dive into certain things especially within your liking. There's not going to be a separate value of that. No, you're going to study that automatically. You're going to say, I want to understand more about it. That's just knowledge in its own pretense. But for the most part, this is what propaganda is actually built off, the communication value of what you let out of your personal inference. That's called exploitation. So your personal inferences that happen in the home, the way people stayed together when they were struggling, the way you would sing over the sink washing dishes, the way you would be happy mopping and sweeping the floor, the way the kids came home and acted in certain ways, the way the argument went between you and your man, all that became social media, all that became TV, all that became propaganda, all that became the value of what people think living is about. I don't make this shit up. It's just the facts. It's like the first version of the Cosby Show. Before anybody knew anything of how to do right or wrong or whatever the value, people went to the Cosby Show to figure shit out. This is back in the day. Motherfuckers turn on Cosby Show and be like, this is how a family's supposed to be. Dumbest shit in the world. Instead of knowing yourself and understanding what you're supposed to do for your own people by the right standard, most people turn on the TV. And that was the first social media. People would turn on the tube, hear Claire tell Bill certain things, and women would start acting like that. Or you turn on Ricky Lake and the things that women was talking about in the world, other women would start standing on it. You know what this tells me? That most of the worlds are followers. You got like 75 to 70% of the whole world. They're just followers. They don't know shit. And that's most of the people who are in every single circumstance that everybody's dealing with. They're in your face. They're on the market. They're in the workplace. They're everywhere. They're the one that they're the person that claims that they're not like that, but they're really like that under the cover. Like, this is the whole world that we're dealing with for the most part. You have a handful of people that's not like that, and that handful of people is getting changed into the rest of that shit. When I'm sitting down, I'm listening, I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers is retarded. When I hear young women in their early 20s and they got families and shit like that, you got kids and this guy done left you and you still got to take care of these kids and all this shit. You know the first thing I think? You don't got no home training. You didn't have two parents to tell you the indifference in between what you should have did and what you shouldn't have did. So now you taking your issues, blaming everybody else for the mistakes that you made. Believe me, I've made tons of mistakes in my life. But one thing I haven't did was drag somebody through a situation that I caused myself. I never said, you know what, all this shit happened because of you. Like, I would never do no shit like that, because I played a role in certain things. And majority of the time, the role that I play is choosing it. I play a role as far as agreeing to the value of certain things that I don't have full information on. The full totality of knowing a person is a hard thing to do, especially when a person don't want you to know them fully. They don't want to tell you all their fucked upness. They don't want to tell you the people they shit on and like what their track record is. They don't want to tell you that. They want you to see them in the light that a person would look at somebody in the light with eyes of futuristic outcomes. Like, I can see this going somewhere. They want you to look at them like that. So when they get you in that mindset, automatically they can shave off of that value. It's called control. Okay, it's called control. So we ain't gonna keep sitting here listening to all this bullshit everybody be talking about or through all social media. I want this, I think I need that. Man, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I don't want to hear it. And what y'all need to start doing is y'all need to start running through or running down on these people who talking about what they want and find out if that's who they are. Everything that you want, you should be that. And I'm not even talking about obtaining. I'm talking about just being it. If I ask you, I've seen these videos a couple of times when a dude would say, what is misogyn? Give me the definition of misogynistic. And the female shut the fuck down. They sitting there looking retarded. And this one female is about to cry. She's like, I don't want to be here no more, because he asked her what the definition of the word was, but she couldn't answer it. But you want to be the one that plays judgment, right? You want to be the one that passes judgment on particular values. Like, I'm like, man, this world is set up in the dumbest position ever. You know what I'm saying? It's like you was across the street watching somebody have fun, and you thought they was having fun because people were laughing, and when you got over there, you saw it was a fight. And now you like, let me get away from here. But you were so eager to get over there to see what was going on. Once you find out what was going on, you don't want to be a part of it. Yo, this world works like that, man. And it's to have so many people, or so much of a large percentage of the world embraced into that particular knowledge, it shows us that we ain't going nowhere as a culture. It shows you that people ain't going nowhere as a culture because y'all dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see something, and that's what tells you everything. Your eyes. You ain't feeling nothing out. You ain't having like, what's wrong with going on a date, having a drink just to get to know somebody? I ain't talking about you have any controlling aspects with them. I'm not talking about you like, yo, this is my person, I'm out with them. Nah, y'all just talking. At that point, that person gonna show you everything they are. They looking around doing everything else. Do you know that's not for you? You can still have a conversation with them without having your emotions involved. It's like you taking notes. It's like you taking notes and you checking it off. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, people don't sit down and indulge in the value of truth. They'd rather deal with manipulation to this full totality. And automatically, it's gonna be hard for me to have anybody. Like I see some people and they smile and they be interested because of how I look. They ain't even trying to know what's inside of me. They just like, yo, he tall, he handsome, he got dreads, he smile nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just stare at me and won't say nothing. Because females think that every man's supposed to check for them. Females believe that you supposed to come, and sweep them off their feet or whatever. It's your feet is from Bigfoot. And you sitting up your feet from Bigfoot and you've been sitting in the dirt. How you expect to get? I'm just saying, like, this shit crazy. Like, I don't sometimes I don't understand, and a lot of people they don't want to talk the truth. Nobody don't want to hear the truth. Nobody wants to be called out on the truth, right? Everybody wants to be something that they can imagine that they are in their mind. Like, and this is what the world got everybody believing, telling everybody you beautiful, you smart. Everybody's not smart and everybody's not beautiful. That's just a fact. Everybody's not smart. Everybody's not beautiful. Everybody's not capable. And this is just a reality of contrast. This is a reality of yin and yang. You telling everybody that they can be anything or be a part of whatever the hell they want to be a part of is a lie. It's one of the biggest lies. You know what I'm saying? Most people, oh, you gorgeous too. Knowing your ass ain't gorgeous too. You stop telling people that shit. You know what I'm saying? Be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's today, people are so afraid to hurt somebody's feelings. Y'all afraid this shit is hurt somebody. My feelings get hurt so damn much. I don't think I care no more at the end of the day. Like, I remember old heads was like that back in the day. The elders, they was like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Shit, I don't live with them. The day I sit there and worry about what somebody to say is the day I cash my life in. This is what people used to say back in the day in the 80s and in the early 90s and shit. People did not give a fuck what nobody talked about. But today, everybody cares what somebody says. You don't want to be put in the conversation because on the internet, you can die. They be like, yo, people start talking about you on the internet, you can die. I don't give a fuck about that shit neither. Like, people on the internet don't make it or break it. This is the only place, right, where you come dress up. Like, people get up in the morning, dress up just to get on the internet. Like, think about that shit. Like, you literally put your face on and you don't go nowhere. You just get on the internet and just flip through. And then when you get ready to take a picture or whatever, it's how you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy. It's like, how does the internet take so much attention from people? It's it's almost the worst. It's almost a worse drug than sugar. It's like you don't got this internet, yo. You don't got the internet, the world go crazy. And you know, divine ain't in the internet. You know what I'm saying? Divine is in us. So everybody putting their value into the internet, that means you sending your light into that. So a lot of y'all sending y'all light into this. So this is where they make a mark. This is where you draw a line at. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, we had to draw a line in the sand and dare you to cross that shit. I dare you to cross that line. I'll beat your ass. That's how it was when we was coming up. I dare you to cross the line. I beat your ass. You really had to wear them knots. You really had to swing out. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't swing out, we got your ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it was. So the world has changed so much, man. The world has changed so much. And people who supposed to be in the character of being leaders or guiding the world into a better place, or the responsible individuals who would guide children or tell them the right things, y'all don't exist. Y'all walk around like y'all somebody mom, or y'all somebody dad, or y'all somebody elder. Y'all don't have not a lick of fucking knowledge. Not a lick of damn knowledge. Y'all walk around because y'all have the aspect to have kids. But when it comes to teaching them anything right, the kids don't want to learn that bullshit from you because they know behind closed doors, you're not even like that. You ain't even like that. They just quiet until you get back to the house because you about to buy them something so they can go devour that shit. So they gonna respect you till they get back from where they to the destination of where you purchasing something from them. That's called buying drugs. That's addiction. That ain't got nothing to do with you being an elder. That ain't got nothing to do with you being somebody that's passing off the right knowledge and they look at you with a level of respect because they can stand on that and they feel comfortable. Nah, they only feel comfortable because of what you gonna do for them. That should feel fucked up inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the things y'all deal with is because of how somebody's gonna like what you can obtain from somebody. Y'all some shallow motherfuckers. I ain't holding my tongue. I tried to. I ain't holding my tongue. Shallow ass people, man. Y'all wake up every day to find out the value. And I'm like, you know what? I got some small things working for me. It's gonna take a little bit of time. But I got a few things that I can do that I'm doing right now that actually gets me through. It helps me keep a couple dollars sometimes. And sometimes I can't get no money, you know what I'm saying? But those few days I go without, it don't really hurt too much. And I'll be right back, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm sitting there in my mind like, damn, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen. I've been dropping knowledge my entire life. Always coming from a side to where, and it was crazy because I remember this old head telling me, he was like, yo, G, he was like, man, your mind is a bad thing, man. Your mind. He was telling me he liked how I thought and how I put things together. And he was telling me as soon as I was able to see it from other people's perspective with the way I see things, I was going to grow with the way I see things. And that's something I didn't understand. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'll give it a shot. So I started taking my time more with the knowledge that I had, and I would execute a value. And what that started making me do is take myself out of it completely. Even though I might have had an understanding inside my brain, I'm not going to let you know that I had an understanding. I'm not going to tell you. I got an understanding, but what I'm going to do though, is I'm going to listen to you, and I'm going to let you give me your hard reason to why whatever's going the way it's going in your perspective. I'm going to let you give me that. And then after you give me that, I'm going to show you where you self-centered at. I'm going to show you where you thinking only about yourself. I'm going to show you how you mess this thing up by being selfish instead of putting everybody in the same box with you. This world ain't used to be like that, yo. It ain't used to be like that. You had strong people that fought for the right. Now everybody just lie. Everybody lie, cheat, and steal. That's all they want to do. They think they smarter than you because you don't say nothing to them. They think you don't know that they fucked up individuals. Because you not saying, yo, why you working with them? Why you lying? I ain't know you was like that because you ain't saying none of this to them. They think you don't know that they fucked up individuals. Now, what I do, I just give less conversation. I just talk to you less. I just act like I don't know. I act like I don't know. And the reason why I do that is because there's no reason to put extra in. There's no need for me to go overboard for what? I am with myself. I am protected with myself. After I find out that you ain't worth the shit, I'll just pull that back from you. I'm not going to give you all of me. Nah, none of that. You can believe what you want. You can save face and tell everybody what you want if that makes you feel good. I'm not the judge, jury, and the executioner. You got to deal with the divine with that. So worrying about what I think, shit, that's the last thing you need to be worried about. What I think, you need to be getting your own shit together. I'm over here trying to figure out a plan to get myself on a higher echelon. You know what I'm saying? Every day I'm working on something. You know what I'm saying? If I'm quiet, it's because ain't nobody damn business. You know what I'm saying? And I know this. I'm not a part of the world that tells everything to social media. I can give two shits if y'all know or not. It doesn't make me happy to say, yeah, I with the social media and let everybody know. Man, fuck that. That's the worst thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? The elders I knew, they told me, saw quietly, work quietly, get through the job, get what you got to get done and make the next move. No, I don't got no. I wish I had a partner on the type time I was on so that we can really make real moves. But you know what? The social media got a lot of you females twisted in your head, and y'all ain't gonna never be right. Y'all ain't gonna never be right because it's the world you came up in. And then the people that's close to my age, man, they damage this shit. I'm listening to people that's in my age group. I said elders. We ain't elders yet. But people that's in my age group, I'm listening to them talking. I'm like, damn, they fucked up. They've made 1,001 choices and they believe that's how life is, period. Now, you make a lot of choices and don't know how to say, well, you know what? I don't think, and the first thing, this is shit I hate people say. I wasn't doing nothing. I was just over there. Only thing I wanted to do was this, but you chose to be a part of some shit that you didn't know the outcome of. That means you didn't know the motherfuckers you was dealing with right. Take responsibility for your choices. Stand on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people always do that dumb shit and then want to turn around and be like, I don't know how it got like this and da-da-da. Nobody care about that dumb shit, yo. Like, y'all need to wake up. I've already made it up in my mind. You know what? It's just me in this world. You can lie to my kids and they'll turn their back on me in a heartbeat. Just give them some money. They'll say, fuck that nigga. Real quick. Stab you right in the damn back. After I knew this is the value of what it was, I ain't got nothing to fight for. I fought for so many things over the years. I've cried, bled, drove, crashed. So many things over the year I fought for. Just to be turned, just to have its back turned on me. So many different situations. I've bent over backwards. I've always showed up for people. They forget how many times nobody else wanted to be there for you, but I showed up. Threw me in the trash. Stole, lied, cheated, just to make me look like I'm so. This is the situations that I went through in my life. Like, even people I would meet and try to deal with, I love the hell out of them. I give them everything, like everything that I have at the moment. Like, really go down hard. Like, you know, man, look. And I don't sit down and think about like, damn, I did all that shit and I lost it. No, I don't think about it like that. I like, damn, what I ask myself is, what didn't you see? Or if I saw it, I'm not mad that I stayed. I'm happy that I stayed because now I learned everything about that particular type of character. So there'll be never that ever again. Most of the time, it's a class for me. I'm actually watching you act the fucking donkey. Most of the time, I'm watching you. I remember this one time, I was going with this chick. I'm gonna leave out a lot of aesthetics because it doesn't point to. If I say a lot of different things, people would know who I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna say something. I'm just gonna say the circumstance, and I'm gonna leave out some of the aesthetics to the story. So I was talking to this one chick one time. We went through some stuff or whatever. We finally got the place. The first, it was like the next day or whatever, or 2 days, 3 days went by, something like this. This chick go outside and jump on the ground and start screaming. Like she was laying on the ground, like, ah! And I'm like, yo, what the fuck wrong with you? When I first seen that, I was like, damn. And it was a choice in my head. I would never forget this shit. The choice was like, yo, you know this chick about to be acting like this all the time, right? And I was like, I knew it. But I had my shit set up. I had all my shit set up. And I was like, I got to get this. I got to at least, I can't just run away because this is happening. I need to go ahead and get this taken care of because I got money I'm about to start making. I got businesses I'm cooking with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to just turn away because this motherfucker here, idiot. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of let it be. I kind of like just like dealt with it. I was like, yo, you know, every chance she gets, she gonna do the same dumb shit right here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I know. I had already knew though. You know what I'm saying? One time, I was in a situation, and I knew I cared for the woman because I had literally settled for the idea of her. I don't mean I'm settling for her. I absorbed everything that she was and was like, I can go far with her. And when I came back to her, you know what she told me? She was like, fuck love, I want money. And I was like, what? We've been together for so long. What you talking about? That ain't an issue with, you know, I get money, but at the time I was down. My money wasn't up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it ain't like she ain't been seeing me have money. Like everything that we was doing, I was paying for anyway. But when she told me that, and she had changed up her whole hustle and whatever she was doing, it was about her getting money. I'm like, wait a minute, what about us? That shit hurt. That hurt me. I was walking down the street crying. I'm out in the street. Oh, Father, no, she don't let me. What? Nigga was all hurt, yo. I was all but hurt, and people was looking at me. I was walking through the neighborhood crying. I'll never forget that shit, yo. People was looking at me like, yo, he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't give a fuck. You the only one going through the emotion. So-called friend of mine was laughing at me and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Oh, this nigga crying over that." I was like, "Nah, I really cared though." You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't. I'm older now. I'm not trying to be doing X, Y, Z or whatever. So I look at my experiences like as some experiences I had, I knew exactly where I was in it, and some experiences that I have, I didn't know where I was at with it. You know what I'm saying? My emotion was there, but automatically I was going to get through it by myself. I was going to walk through that, pick myself up. The patches that got ripped off, I was going to cement my patches. The cups that got taken, I was going to fill those cups back up, and I was going to be me all over again. And I think ultimately, you know what I'm saying, the worst part for me was believing that I had people that cared outside of the value of the shit I was going through. I've never had nobody in my life that gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's around me, that was around me in my life, there was always a false fuck. It's like, I'm gonna be nice for right now. I'm gonna act like I care right now, but really, this motherfucker don't know that I've been shitting on him his whole life anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of energy. You know, it'd be like, you know, most, especially family members. Family members thought, oh, he don't know that I did this to him or whatever have you. And I always knew. I always knew. I just didn't know the full totality of what shit was. Like, knowing everything, you're never gonna know everything, but you're gonna always feel vibes. You're gonna always feel how fucked up people are. Majority of the time in my family, you had to deal with shit. You know what I'm saying? The people that I was around, like, it was so many times I want to just walk away and leave. You know what I'm saying? But you can't, because of certain situations that are involved, certain things tied in, and you be throwing away shit that is of value to you. So you can't just up and leave. You can't just up and do this or up and do that. So, man, let me turn this shit down before I blow myself up in here. And just understanding how it's so easy to be manipulated through the values. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time it's pressures, or it's people's families, or it's certain ways that other people, elders or older people in your family, act a certain way so they can get a couple dollars, or these people drunk as shit, and to keep that going, they have to act a certain, like, everything has a thing to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't even care. I really don't give a shit about none of these little punk ass antics that everybody hold on to, that has a falsified rhetoric to some shit, and then that's what y'all use to get to where you got to go. And then majority of the time, especially when I was coming up, we were just put in different situations that we were forced to deal with, despite the value that we didn't even come from those particular energies. And then we was forced to deal with shit. Nah, just eat it, just stay there, just be there. I'm like, why? Like, and it, automatically it made me look at shit like, yo, you really just don't give a fuck. You just drag your ass anywhere and just drop off your shit anywhere. You don't care. You know what I'm saying? So once I started understanding that, and I can get to a certain age to where I can start making moves on my own, that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did, despite what people had to say, despite the stories people told, despite, oh, this kid is this now. And all they was doing is trying to make it harder for people to have a life. I had a whole college scholarship that motherfucker took from me and told me to go get a fucking job. That's a whole nother story in itself. Like, literally, you can't go to school no more. Taking your college scholarship, you got to go get a job. Stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, stupid shit. And then be the first motherfucker to say, you know what? Nah, you always been like this. You always been like that. Nah, hey, that's not true. The truth is, every opportunity I ever had to shine for myself, somebody got in the middle of that. Somebody brought it down. Somebody made a phone call. Somebody did this or did that, because the best thing for them was to see me fail, was to see me struggle, was to see me sit at a certain level. We're going to keep him right there. As long as I wasn't out doing a certain situation, oh, they happy. They happy. As soon as I said I accomplished something, you should see their faces. Man, it was the worst thing in the world. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Their face would drop like, oh, this motherfucker. This motherfucker. And I would see this shit my whole entire life. It was the only reason why I would go the fuck off. Why I would go away. I don't mean go off as far as flip. I mean go away from people. Like go and I would try to take the lesser of the two evils. I didn't want to be around none of them. And if I could have made me enough money just to get to where I wanted to be, I would have been gone already. Motherfuckers wouldn't have seen me back in my 20s, yo. For all the abuse and the shit I went through coming up in my fucking life, all the abuse I went through, if I start naming names of who did what and all that shit, motherfuckers gonna be like, ain't no way in hell, nah, that's what the fuck happened. For me, anyway. Most of the time I was so angry, I get caught up stuttering and angry and all this shit. You just mixed up with the value of the energy that the people putting off. Negative energy multiplies, yo, just like positive energy multiplies. So once you sit in that shit, eventually you start picking up on the same shit that people do you like. And then you know what they can do? Automatically say, this is all your fault. So then I started seeing this pattern manifest in other people's houses. I started seeing this pattern spread around the world. And then I would start saying this little thing to myself, like, look at the download almost through. The download is almost through. The download is there. It's happening. People are picking up on this shit so easy. And then you could tell people don't care about it first and second choice. You choosing to do dumb shit and you got main priorities sitting around you. You got futuristic priorities sitting around you, but you won't invest in that value. Get the hell off social media if y'all want to make something happen in your life. Stop putting your business on social media if you want something to happen in your life. Everybody risking something, but everybody's not running to a nothing. So once you love yourself, something's going to love you back, not knowing who you is. And that gives you the opportunity to be the best version of yourself. That's all you got. Every time you fail is an opportunity to do it better next time. That's all you got. And divine guides you through these circumstances because it's really about whatever choice you want to make. But if you're out here making choices and you're stopping people from growing and you're hurting people and you are upset and angry at your own fucking self, you don't even know where you're going with your soul because of the energy you putting out. And you bringing that from the sincerity of you. You doing these things from the sincerity of you. So you're an evil motherfucker from the sincerity of your heart. Your soul fucked up. You're not hurting nobody. You are doing what the churches like to call a cardinal sin. You are going against your spirit. You're going against your soul, yourself. It's not about what you did to me. It's about what you did with the choices you had to do. Divine gives everybody an opportunity. It just might be the person that you prejudge first before you did anything. Oh, this person is, this person that. Fuck them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But somebody else who meets the standards of who you are, I feel fit to do that. You're not God. You're not the creator of all things. So divine said, I placed something in your way that was simple for you to do. What'd you do with it? You can't say at that point, oh, this person did it. You can't. Divine didn't say, what that person do? Divine said, what did you do? This is why I sit still in certain situations. This is why I don't run away from certain situations. This is why I stand when I'm supposed to stand, because it's not about how I feel about that. If divine placed me in that situation for a particular reason, obviously he wanted me to do something in that circumstance. So it's not for me to say, oh, I don't like this. I don't like what this is. So I'm going to turn. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of there. I'm going to go ahead and do this different. That's not what divine's saying. Obviously, he faced you with that situation because he was giving you a choice to stand on something. People don't ever want to see shit for what it is. Just like I started out this conversation, there's always people who do what they're told, and there's other people who listen to what they're told and try to make it suit or fit the way they want to do shit. And that's not what the rules are. The rules don't. Here, I'm telling you to go sweep the floor, and you sweep the floor with you get your headphones first, you get your boom box, you got your funny shit. I didn't tell you to take all that shit off and go sweep the damn floor. But I want to do this while I'm doing it. I don't give a fuck what you want to do while you're doing it. Sweep the goddamn floor if I cut your ass. Oh, I just wanted to listen to the music. And now you mad stomping through the house giving an attitude when the person only asked you to do what you were told. And because you didn't want to do what you were told, you wanted to do it the way you seen fit. That was your whole character in the first place. That was your whole character in the first place. So you never even learn how to listen or have self-respect for yourself. You never learn with that understanding. You never learn how to make healthy boundaries. You never learn how to look at somebody and say no when it counts. You never learn how to be loyal to something because you're not loyal to yourself. Y'all go get in groups of people talking fucked up energy and then run with that, thinking that you hurting somebody. Yeah, this motherfucker this motherfucker that. Ain't nobody. And they mind, the crazy thing be, the worst of these motherfuckers be out here telling y'all bullshit, lying to y'all just so y'all don't run across somebody that's gonna do some good shit. So they can, you know what a post-it is? A post-it is a note that you can stick on something. So when they come by and see that colorful paper, they can read that and say, oh, this goes with that. What makes that true? Answer that question. What makes that true? The way it's said? See, people learn how to lie in a way to where it sounds good. Back in the day, we used to say, I ain't hear it from the horse's mouth. You can say what the fuck you want to say. Until I hear it come out them lips right there, I don't give a damn what you're talking about. People don't even do that no more. They're scared to say that shit. The person you talk, like anytime you have a conversation about anybody, that's what y'all should do. Let's get them on the phone. Let's call them. Let's go to their social media or their email and get in touch with them and have that conversation, 3 of us together. Since you're telling me, watch how that person act. Watch how that person act on God, on everything I'm telling you. Watch how they act. Because most people got to be secretive. They got to be behind your back. They got to stab you in the back. That's the whole reason for stabbing in the back. I can't do it in your face because I know I'm lying. So when the name is mentioned, stop the conversation right there and say, hold up, you talking about who? Let's call them right now then. Let's have this discussion. Since we freely talking about it over here, why we can't freely have a conversation with them or her? See, people don't want to do real shit. They too busy trying to keep the manipulation going. This social media, people now making money off being assholes. And the world love that shit because that negative energy y'all producing, it feeds an entity on this earth. Negativity literally feeds a particular entity on this earth. So the more pain and shit people go through, the more bullshit y'all put out, you're feeding a particular entity that attaches to you because they can use you for a food source. But you know, y'all don't be knowing shit like that neither. That's what drives you to do the shit you do. It gives you like a dampener on your feelings. It puts a dampener on your feelings, your humanity. So therefore you will execute these things. This is the reason why people are murdering their own people. This is the reason why I seen some shit on the news some months back where these teenagers literally pushed the old man out of his wheelchair who was getting his I guess his social security check from the ATM or whatever, the cashing it or whatever. And they pushed the old man out the chair, pistol whip him, took his money. 13, 14, 15-year-old kids. That shit crazy. I'm sitting there like, yo, we would have never did no shit like that when we was kids. Not that low. It'd been like, yo, leave that dude alone. The world is changing, man. The world has changed so much. And you know who I hold responsible? You fake ass grown people out here who didn't listen to your parents that was having kids too young or didn't learn the lesson. Yeah, I blame y'all. I blame y'all because y'all don't give a fuck what y'all teach people. Y'all don't care what y'all say. Y'all don't give a damn. Right now, y'all probably listen to this shit, be like, this nigga that, this nigga that, this nigga that. I don't care. None of that shit matters to me. It don't matter to me. This is the reality you live. This is why you're gonna talk. This is why you're gonna feel about what I'm saying right now. That's why you're gonna feel that way about what I'm saying, because that's the life you truly live. Otherwise, you'll be like, nah, you know what? That's some real shit because I've seen it a lot myself. Shit, hell, I've even done it my damn self. That's what a real person to say. A real person to check they self on their own reality. You know why? I do it all the damn time. That's the only reason. That's the only way you're gonna get better, unless you start with the man in the mirror. My knowledge come from me being the student and the teacher with no problem. I know how to be the student and the teacher of my own damn life. I'm not out here telling people where they wrong at. If I see you doing something wrong, if you close to me and I see you doing wrong, it might hurt me that I know you doing something wrong, but I ain't gonna say shit. You got to live with that. The only person I would have said something to from was my mother, because I expected a lot more from her because all the shit she said growing up, she said to us growing up. I would expected a lot more for her. But now I ain't got shit to say to nobody. You got to deal with your own karma. You got to deal with your own life. Y'all make your own choices out there in the world. Y'all saying whatever y'all want to say. As far as I'm concerned, I got me in this world, and that's it. Me and the Most High. I ain't got not a damn soul. I don't call on nobody. I don't say, you know what, yo, I need this for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Give me like 6 months and I got you with interest. I can't call nobody like that. But people always could have called me like that. You know, and I ain't even mad. Like, I just keep pushing. Even being on the bottom, and this is shit that I understand. Even being on the bottom, I always find my way into something. I always find my way into a little something to do a little something. That's just me. I've always been that. Just like the crab in the ocean. I'll find me a little nook to back myself up into, and then I'll get me some grub like that. That's always been me. I'm never gonna be eluded from having an opportunity. I'm never gonna be eluded from having an opportunity. It may be slow because of how far I gotta climb up. But once I get off this hill, oh, best believe it's gonna take off. It's gonna go fast as soon as I get off this hill. And I'm just sitting on the hill right now. This hill's steep as shit, and I'm climbing up it. I ain't at the top yet, but I'm climbing up. I'm a long way from the top, and I'm gonna get there. And I'll be doing this shit by myself this time. And I'll understand that, I had to make it by myself because it was nobody to trust. It was nobody around real enough. But I was there when they needed me if I had it. And I've already came to grips with that. I've learned the people that I've done for, and I've done for unconditionally without no thoughts in my mind. Like, you know what? I ain't worried about it. It is what it is. I'm gonna do that because that's my character. That's who I am. This is what I would say. I'm not gonna change my character because of. And then when I knew people wasn't gonna meet my value, I'm fine with that too. But what they don't know is they will never have it that good from a person like me ever again. Never. Never. That's why Divine showed me all that shit. He ain't showed me all that shit to be like, yeah, this is what you're gonna deal with. Nah, he showed me all that shit to show me how people really are. That's the only reason why Divine showed me that. Divine said, yeah, I'm gonna let you see these things. It's gonna hurt though. You're gonna be upset because you believe in it. And the crazy thing is, I would believe in the Most High, not the people. And that's why Divine would show me. Like, I would believe directly in Divine, not you. That's why Divine showed me. Period. It's like, yeah, and you know the difference. You can tell when it's happening and when it's not happening. You can feel when it's going away from you. I don't know if everybody got these same feelings. I might be the only one who just know these things. It might be a part of the things that I'm able to do with myself, but I be knowing shit. I know when the energies already shift. I know when it's coming. You don't have to tell me you about to do something. I can feel it coming. I can feel when it's turned around too. I can feel the manipulation. I can feel all the conversations. I'm sitting there like, yo, this shit crazy. It's been so many times I've woken up and I can't stop crying because all the shit that's talked about me, all the hate that's put on me. Oh, I would cry and I would sit there and just hold myself. And I'd be like, damn, that's how they feel? And then that's when I would say all praise to the Most High. And I would say, thank you, Father. Thank you for letting me feel that. Thank you for showing me that. And as soon as I say thank you to Divine, for experiencing whatever it is I'm experiencing. Divine lift it right off me. Take it right off. Boom. It's gone. See, the thing with me is I stay in line with the Almighty Creator. I don't give a fuck what nobody else talking about. I really don't. I'm not walking around here trying to suit none of you people. But everybody's going to try to make you fall into a category that they want to present you as. You know what? If I got to be dolo to the day I die because I'm only walking with the divine, then so be it. I'm not here to impress people. I have a level of knowledge through experience. If you want it, I have it to offer. And it's true because it's a true experience, and maybe you can take something from it. Divine also endows me with different levels of knowledge that takes things to a higher echelon, so therefore you can think more wisely instead of just going head first into situations. Sometimes I see things happening before they happen. Divine allows that too. So when the energies are focused, you know what I do? I sit still. I spend time with the divine. Best believe I'll be lonely. Best believe I want a hug. I want somebody to care for me. I want somebody to not play about me. You know what I'm saying? I want love in my life because I know what love feel like, and I know how to give love. That's what divine put me here for, to show love. And when I came, it was like nobody wanted this love. They'll rather control it and try to manipulate it and hurt it and break it because they was mad at the divine or whatever the fuck people go through. I don't care. You know what I mean? But I'm always get fed up. I'm always get fed up because it's a certain place that I want to be in life. And despite people trying to automatically play a role in just stopping what I had planned to do, it takes for a black man too, it's harder for a black man to get somewhere, right? It's way harder for a black man to get somewhere. And man, I did so many things coming up to formulate things to get me out of the hole that people kept trying to dig for me. And I would keep getting up, keep getting up, keep getting somewhere. And then it would always be something that would ruin everything else that I had going on. From my music to everything, yo. Like that's all they ever did was just stay in the way. They think I don't know. Even got a family member that tried to take me up out of here, yo. They think I don't know that either. You know what I'm saying? Like they whole time, motherfucker put life insurance on me and shit, and then tried to send me, then tried to have me locked up for fucking nothing and shit. I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers is crazy, yo. And they think shit just go over my head because I don't say nothing. No, divine shields me with a level of protection so I don't say nothing. That's where I get that from. I can't get that from them. So when I hear them saying some shit, that shit crumple me. I'm like, that's crazy. These supposed to be the people that love you. But then when divine protect you, you'll never know what I know. What? Divine put this protection over you that feels so comfortable you can move through space and time and motherfucker don't know what the hell going on in your mind. Period. They trying to tap in. They really trying to figure out what is he thinking? What does he know? Don't worry about the fuck I know. Just know you ain't got me no more. If we don't talk, you ain't got me. If you attempting and you believing and you saying out your mouth everything, you lying. I'm talking to the ones who are saying that. I don't have to call your name out. You know who you is. Because that's what you said earlier. Nah, he don't know. I don't think he do. Whatever. This shit's stupid to me, man. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. Most of y'all ain't gonna never get the right relationship because you're too wrapped up in the social media. Most of you are never gonna stand on a higher level of yourself because you're too busy trying to worry about what everybody else got going on and you want to take from them. And most of you ain't gonna be no better than your last post you put out because you stay on fucking social media. You know what I'm saying? This shit is agitated. And I'm like, yo, I come on social media and I do videos because it's the easiest way now to get across the world. You ain't got to walk around in the streets, roll up 10 blunts, sit at somebody's house or outside by a fire and listen to music and just start talking or wait till you could take the floor to see if everybody gonna listen. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? You could just come up here, record it, put it out. If they listen to it, they listen to it. If they don't, they don't. You know what I'm saying? But having a real connection with self is what you need. You keep fighting this whole world trying to be somebody else. And that's how y'all act like y'all don't see this is what the world doing. Like they gave y'all these punk ass fucking phones so they can record every single one of the actions that you're doing. They can know everything that's going on with you. Then what they did was they said, you know what? It's too diverse. We got to find a way to put everybody in the same box. So what they started doing is make all the females put on the same makeup. Look at this shit. I don't make this shit up. You go on social media, every last one of you females got the same makeup. They got everybody getting BBLs and all this other shit that you got going on. They putting everybody in the same box because it's too diverse. You can't see everything with all the diversity. You know what I'm saying? When it's so diverse, it's like saying, where's Waldo? You can't pick them out the crowd because there's too much going on. But when you put it all together, yeah, you can easily see this and see that. When motherfuckers start talking the same, you can easily see this and see that. When people start responding the same, you can look, y'all got the Karens, y'all got the male Karens, you got the female Karens. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you go on social media, everybody booty popping. So you got the booty poppers, the strippers, you know what I'm saying? You got the OnlyFans. They went from the females from the strip club to the OnlyFans. Like, look how this shit is crazy, yo. I'm like, yo, look at the world, yo. The world is literally where they said it was going to be from a different age and time. It's literally where it's at. It's literally where it's at. And most people are so wrapped up in something else, fake ass and fake, man. So much shit I could talk about. I'll be like, yo, I don't want to. I don't even want to because I don't care, yo. I don't care. All these motherfuckers is going to burn in some form of hell. People walk around, yeah, we going to hell together. No, the fuck we ain't. You going to hell. I ain't going with y'all. If that's what you want to call it or whatever wherever you're going to be in your mind for whatever that belief value is in your mind. So that's where you're going to be in your mind. While these things are happening, I'm not holding on to this shit. Y'all not making this no heavyweight on me. I'm not walking around here sad like, oh, they did me like this. I'm like, oh, check one off the list. They go another one gone. They go another one gone. I'm letting this shit go like sandbags on an air balloon. Y'all got me twisted, yo, for real. I'm letting this shit go like sandbags on an air balloon. Every time something happens, oh, that's another one I ain't got to worry about. Yep, that's another one gone. Yep. I'm not holding on to none of this shit. I'm not walking around here like, yo, I don't know what's happening and all. No, every time something happens, I clap. I'm like, that's another motherfucker I ain't got to worry about. You cook something real good. And then you serving everybody, you feel good for serving everybody, but then you finally get a chance to eat and ain't nothing left. You be mad. You be like, damn, yo, I cooked all that food. I couldn't even get a burger. I couldn't even get a dog. I couldn't even get a slice. Damn, I couldn't get nothing out of that. That's messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think about it like that. I be like, you know what? I know I'm good. I don't need nobody to tell me I'm good. I do that shit on purpose. I be good and loyal on purpose because it's harder to find a real motherfucker. Everybody too busy trying to be more gangster. Everybody too busy trying to be more hard. Everybody trying to be what they're not. So all y'all doing that right now. Ain't no niggas out here doing this. Niggas out here ain't trying to be good. Ain't trying to be loyal. Ain't trying to walk this path for real. Y'all saying you are, but as soon as you get in a position to prove that, you fail. Women and men alike. And then you go to all these different resources trying to say, oh, I have knowledge because I got this and I got that going on and this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, none of that shit don't matter. None of it don't matter. Because how are you going to have a culture when automatically the culture is at disarray? It's too many magnets in the culture. And they pulling everybody in each different direction. So what are we talking about? It's nothing to hold on to when everybody already made their decision. How do you pull TD Jakes into a conversation with P. Diddy? How does that even happen? How do you pull TD Jakes in a conversation with P. Diddy? That shit is like somebody messed with the algorithm or something. Where are these people coming from? Being so outspoken about nothing. I know back in the day when things got heavy, niggas got quiet. They didn't get louder, they got quiet. Only time it got louder is when you was too close. When you was putting your hands on something. It got loud as shit because then ain't nobody really want to smoke. Now it's problems. Now it's problems. Now it's beef and all that. It's fighting. Let's keep in mind, you can't be a person of value and go to a place of non-value. That place of non-value gonna strip you down to nothing. It's gonna strip you, and they're gonna hate everything great about you. They're gonna steal from you. They're gonna take all your good shit. I don't know what happened to it. They're gonna lie right in your damn face. And you know what you're gonna do? You never gonna look and say, why the fuck I come here? I got to take the next thing I get together and get the hell away from here because this ain't nothing like me. This ain't how I am. People don't say shit like that. I'm gonna go make the best somewhere else where it's at least in the area where I'm like. People don't think like that. You don't think like that. I've always been the one to try to make a plan for everybody. Like, yo, it's crazy because in some places, people really don't want to work. People don't want to put that energy in. So we're like, you know what? If I put this plan together, we can get this money. Nah, they don't want to even do that. They rather rob, cheat, and steal. Motherfuckers like that shit. So you got people that's in this world that's just straight criminal. That's what they want to be. That's what they like to do. They want to sit around, laugh, joke, take, poke. They want to be demons. Dim light. They don't want to share no knowledge. They don't want to hear no knowledge. They don't want love and unconditional love. They don't want that because they want to take from what you got. They want to send a level of attention to your wife. They want to be the snake in the garden. They want to be whatever infiltration aspect that brings the degradation. Yeah, I did that. That's what I did. And then y'all want to promote this in music. Y'all want to put this on TV shows. Y'all want to make it look like the best part of us. Watch the movies. Oh, the nigga who got the charisma, the nigga that's the man, he over here chopping on this dude's wife. That's in the movies. So now all the females saying, oh, I like that. They got away with it. They got away with it. And then y'all up here trying to be something on some damn movie. You know what I'm saying? Got the same music playing in the background because you got access to the same music of the soundtrack. Yo, this shit crazy to me. I be like, yo, I don't make this shit up. It's just what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start seeing different actors that was on and they was powerful when they was on. And then all of a sudden they get to a mark and then they disappear. And the only way you hear something about them later, unless paparazzi catch them slipping, and they be like, this is what they doing right now, but they didn't put it out. That's because they don't want nothing to do with you nut ass people. They don't want nothing to do with the world. They're like, oh, hell no. People in the world are crazy. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get the hell away from y'all. That's what they do. They go and they take their money and they formulate a life in their own bubble. And they go live over here where people really don't know them like that. And they live until they can die because there's no need to have all y'all in their business. There's no need to have the world in your life. It's a sad reality. You don't even know yourself enough to have a good time. You rather do what somebody tells you is good. Like, how do you have sex? Do you have sex with your woman in different ways that the internet can tell you, or the ways TV say is good? Or do you make up things with your woman that's special between y'all? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, just think about what I'm saying real quick. Like, do you go to places that other people go that says it's fun? Or have you and your woman put things together that y'all enjoy together that's out of the circumference of what you were doing before y'all met? So that means you got other shit y'all like. So when y'all are in your own circumference, you happy. That's when you happy the most. When you supposed to be happy the most when you in the circumference of your woman by yourself, because when y'all go do other things, it's something y'all plan to do together. So it's like you putting that energy into that. So when y'all together, it's like, yo, we can really be together. That's not a reality in this world. When the last time you embraced and hugged for more than a half a second? You know what I'm saying? Y'all out there calling your woman bro and shit. Such a fucking brother. That's your woman. You know what I'm saying? I would never call my woman bro. The fuck? You're not my fucking brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we're not having these type of conversations. Like, the world is going somewhere else, and I'm seeing the romance and the respect value and the cherished value of what these things are. I'm seeing all that get flushed down the toilet, and this is not something that particularly comes with a particular time. It's been around forever. What they're doing is they're making y'all lose empathy for life itself. They're trying to turn everything into a fucking demon. And I don't know why y'all don't see this. Well, I guess you wouldn't see it if you're so immersed in the drug. Yeah, y'all high as hell off this life right here. This life got y'all higher than Cooter Brown. And you can't even see how much or how effed up you are. And for the most part, the people who are real demons out here, that's in your family, your aunts, your uncles, and all that, who claim they warlocks and they witches and all that. Most of them, their life been effed up. Look at their track record. Their life been effed up. They can't hold a man, can't solidify nothing. They tell you lies. They tell you they shit on everything that they touch. You don't want to be like that because you're not saving the light that divine gave you. You're throwing that away. You're being something that you're not. And you'll never get a chance to discover who you really are on the inside. You can never get that opportunity because you know what? You think it's better to be everything somebody else is. You'll never know the true version of yourself. You're going to keep running to social media looking for somebody to do a reading for you. You know what I mean? People ask me, people come to me. Look, this is some real shit. I've had over 10, 15 people come to me and ask me, can I do a reading for you? And I'll be like, no, I got the Most High. What I need you for? What you going to tell me that God can't? And then they don't know what to say. Like, this shit bugs me out. I'm sitting there like, yo, how'd you seek me out talking about you feel some powerful energy around me and you think you got a message for me? So I automatically think to myself, what message divine gonna send you with that he can't talk to me directly with? What divine gonna send you that you need to tell me that the Most High can't tell me in a dream? They can't hit me up on meditation and be like, here you go. Like it ain't been happening like that my whole life. So why would I need to go to somebody to actually have them tell me something? I know everybody not tapped in, and I'm not saying that. But my track record is people come to me with this shit, and I push it away. Females in my inbox, half naked, talking about they want to talk to me. No, I don't want to talk to you. If you coming at me like that, I can imagine how you coming at everybody else. What the fuck I want with you? You ain't touching me. I'll stay celibate. I'll stay in semen retention, period. I don't got to smash nothing. If the world going crazy, y'all be keeping all that shit with y'allself. I don't want none of that nasty shit y'all got going on. I'm lucky I made it through. I made it through to this age right here unscathed. Just saying, man, y'all don't even fight for yourself, y'all. Y'all just run to go let a motherfucker tell you anything. And I'm like, damn, stop hanging out with the dumb motherfuckers from high school. I wish I would just stop hanging out with the delinquent people from freaking high school who just didn't do shit, who wasn't smart, because that's who y'all thinking like. That's who y'all kicking it with. The motherfuckers who don't know shit or won't read shit. The motherfuckers who just think they so goddamn hard and won't do nothing but be angry all their fucking life and want to shoot shit, stab shit, and go to fucking prison. You too old for this shit. Y'all got to wake the fuck up. What are you gonna do? You had all this intelligence to do what in your life? To let somebody else tell you what you shouldn't do? To get online and let somebody else make your standards for you? And then you start not, yeah, that's right. What about the journey? Because that's the whole reason why you get happy and you get to know somebody. It's the journey that you're traveling with them. So it doesn't matter what a person got. If you like them and y'all plan to go somewhere, you know what? All that you don't have, y'all gonna accumulate together. It's better when you dealing with a motherfucker who ain't on top. Because when he got everything, what the fuck he need with you? Answer the question. When a person got everything, what do he need with your bum ass? You can get sex from anybody. He got money. What are he going to get from you? Oh, now you're going to be the professor. You're going to be the person he talk to and confide in. You can't even confide in your damn self. So how is this going to happen? You can't even be honest with yourself. So how is that even going to be a priority? Y'all don't even hear yourself Xing yourself off of the paper. Listening to everything, y'all just Xing yourself off the paper. Most females are well-dressed whores. Well-dressed whores, that's all it is. You'd rather go out here and sell your ass for some damn money or go in some little chat room or some corner and show your body and act like it don't matter. As long as they don't know, it don't know. No, you know. And your integrity bases on that. Who wants a woman like that? That's willing to just give herself away anytime. That's the energy in your DNA. That's what you already done gave your kids. Your energy and your DNA is fucked up. You sitting there like, yo, I don't give a fuck what I do. This is me. I'm this. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that. It's in your DNA. Now your children are gonna be that. So when they're harmed by this and the energy, keep in mind the curriculum change every 10 years. So what's good for you right now ain't gonna be good for the goose later. What they said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. It ain't gonna be there for you later. The same options ain't gonna be there for your children later, is what I'm saying. You're downloading this chip inside of them. Everything that you are, they're going to be, but they're going to be that in a different time. You will be responsible for the actions that they go through with the bullshit that you left them with. And what you gonna tell them? Well, this is what I had to go through. Might want to hear that shit. Go read a book. Sit your ass down somewhere and re-engineer your DNA. Make it better on the second part. Don't sit there and be like, well, this is what we had. I don't want to hear that shit. That's cop-outs. Y'all got so much wherewithal in the world to tell everybody who they should choose, where they should go, how this should happen, but you can't fix your damn self. You don't even have an ideology to look out from that stands on some form of pretense or premise that will allow you to pave a road that people can say, you know what, I remember that person came from this part and now they're there. There's nothing of that retrospect going on with you. You the same shit that you dealt with from before. I don't give a damn what you go through. Everybody go through shit. How do you handle that? What'd you do with it? Or you carried it around the rest of your life hurting everybody else with your problems, right? That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. This is what the world doing anyway. Shit crazy, man. And you know why? The only reason why people don't deal with love good in the first conversation y'all having on social media is, I never was loved. You don't want to be loved. You a damn a bum ass nigga that want to be a nasty, dirty ass nigga that want to be up in between every single female that will accept you, or you a bum ass bitch that want to bunk your butt over in front of every nigga that'll touch it. Some people are just like that. You know what? I miss the people who were genuine that was happy with their own shit. I miss people like that who are just genuine motherfuckers. They make a choice and they stand on it. I miss people like that. I miss people who keep their word. If they say they love you, they mean that shit. And they'll fight for that definition or what they said. I miss real people in the world. People who knew you wasn't about shit as soon as you came up. They knew that shit. They could see it. Where the respect was, everybody didn't put out their business because they knew everybody didn't want to be in their business. The world different these days, man. It's like everything that's fake is more plentiful. And I guess I can understand that because it was a time where I was young. I remember when people was just real. You felt everything somebody said. They didn't have to say it a lot. They didn't have to say it a lot. And if you disrespected them and you made them say it again, you probably get punched in your face. You probably get your ass whipped by your elders. And the elders was with the smoke. But they said the good die young. All the good people gone. Even if they made mistakes and people prejudged them, they gone. They dead. They on to the next life with the Most High. They on to the next life with the Most High. But you know, they done left. They left the worst behind. The ones who gonna fuck shit up, because ultimately creating your own karma, right? Creating your own memories. Given the outcome to live a certain way, they give you the pathway. Parents was hard as shit. Grandparents, my great-grandparents and my grandparents was hard as shit. It was different. It was different. They left an air of respect. It was you just wanted to do the right thing after you learned what that was. And the ones that didn't, that's because they were scarred, because they didn't know how to listen in the first place. They thought they was older than what they thought they was the authority over the elders. And we would watch them act the damn fool. Like, look, you always starting some shit because you just don't want to get your ass cut. Always starting some shit. We was tired of them when we was young. Like, damn, why you always messing up? Why you always thinking that you... We would come at them the same way, and the elders is gone because of them. Yeah, you don't deserve that type of attention. You don't deserve that type of love because you don't respect it. Everybody want to be great, but scared to be it. Being great ain't got nothing to do with what you think it is. It has everything to do with what's not you. That's what being great is about. So you got to learn to put down so many different versions of yourself just to be great. And you start out by being great, by understanding the greatness of yourself, and understanding the greatness of yourself ain't got nothing to do with how assholey you act, or how manipulative you act, or how much of a liar, cheater, stealer, whatever the hell you got going on in your life. None of that shit makes you a good person. It's not, oh, I can lie so I can lie good to what people don't know. That ain't got shit to do with none of that shit. You're just a fucking liar, and you're just a manipulator at the end of the day. True strength can stand on everything it say. It stands on it. And whether you like it or not, that's my truth. I'm not here to sugarcoat or make people feel good. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And if that's wrong in my circumference of living, that's what I'm standing on. If I'm that type of person that goes on that type of tangent, but I don't drink and get pissy drunk and or whatever people do in the world, you can't judge me out of the value of that. You can look clearly and see when people are overdoing something or they're underdoing the value. You can see when people really don't want to be a part. They underdo the value. Whatever, they blow it off. That's underdoing it. You got people that overdo situations. They go so hard in the situation, you're like, damn, you're doing a little too damn much right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a reality. Then you got people, that participate evenly. They experience, they understand, they give the emotions. These are people who have self-control. These are people who are learning to master themselves, who has mastered themselves in this time of living. So you don't see them too much on social media. They definitely not going to put their personal situations that they have going on in their home on social media, especially tips as far as what it takes to have this or hold this together. And when people do come to social media and say, this is what we do, they're looking for validation. They're looking for somebody to say, oh, that's great. Either looking for attention or validation. They want somebody to say, yeah, they've been doing it right, so they can capitalize. That's not a real thing. Real relationships don't look at none of that as a value. They're happy with each other. Anything outside of that that's just conversation. Because as long as they got each other and they keep that bond that's locked between them, that's all that really matters. Anything can come out of that. Anything can come out of that. It's like taking two batteries and sticking them in the remote control. One of them has to be flipped upside down. So that's two counterparts. Once you got two batteries in the remote control, you can change the channel. Let's see, y'all missing the whole point. Y'all think this shit is about aesthetics. Oh, we look good. We gonna do this and we gonna be that. No, that ain't got nothing to do with none of it. You just walking down the wrong road, like everything else does. And I know this bill gonna go over a lot of people's head. People gonna hear it. Some people gonna hate. And I really don't give a damn. I'm doing what I'm told to do. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Are you scared to tell the truth? Scared to tell the truth, right? Because you can't stand on that. You got no anchor to hold on. So everything you made up was a lie just so you can hold on to the value of what you was doing in manipulation. To get through your lie, you had to lie when you what my grandfather used to say all the time, when you start out with one lie, you gotta tell another. And it's all self-serving. Oh my goodness, you got karma to pay. Because you gonna remember this shit. I ain't got shit to remember because you know what? I'm not the one that put the energy in. But as far as I'm concerned, me personally, everybody got the hate for me right now. And I'm at the lowest. I'm at the bottom. Shit, I don't care about none of that. I came in this world by my damn self. I'm going to leave this motherfucker by myself. And the only person that says when I leave is the Almighty. The people can say what they want. They can do what they want. Eventually, things are going to change like they always do. And they're going to get better like they always do. I just won't have nobody at my feet manipulating the value. I just won't have nobody that I got to turn around and always look over my shoulder and wonder what the fuck is going on. I ain't got to worry about that. I'll be able to be comfortable in my own. I'll be able to work on things that I want to work on myself. I'll be able to create more businesses myself. Because I never needed nobody to do that in the first place. And I built myself up a long time ago. This is why I said it's hard for, especially a black man in this country. All the things I was doing just to get myself off of the ground because of adversity. No, people just wanted to see me suffer. Period. Because I'm nice at everything I touch. I don't give a damn what nobody say. If I touch it, it's going to work. It's only when they found out that I was actually doing shit that they had to come put their fingers in it. Look, that shit ain't stopping nothing, man. I got bigger and better plans. I'm still cooking. I'm still cooking. I got other ideas I'm going to put together soon. And I'm going to fund it myself if I got to. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I'm still young. I'm still young. And I got a long road to walk. So, you already know the vibes. It's Naga right here. We an hour, 27 minutes in, 28 minutes in. I ain't going to hold y'all. But, you know, I'll probably drop some more shit. But I've been really in my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just putting it together. Like I told y'all, when I get a download, I ain't gonna just run the social media. I got to sit with it and understand what Divine trying to say to me. So that's why I've been taking my time, you know, but I ain't here to play. It's real over here. If you want some truth, come over here. And nah, I'm not gonna blow up nobody else's skirt. I'm not gonna be jumping in nobody else's book. I'm not gonna be shining for somebody else to make them feel good. I don't know these people, okay? But if you want some experiences that I went through, sure, I will help you out with that. I have no problem. All right? That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? This is Naga right here. It's truth all day. You ain't gonna get nothing but that, the raw. Support the live stream. You already know the vibes, man. Naga.
Sunshine Monet, ayy. With the affirmations to enjoy your day with. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The netters are my battery. I got my discipline. My source comes from within. Root chakra grounded in the cosmos so infinite. Nagas through my veins. Currencies flow through ligaments. Another netter instrument. Manifest me dividends. I'm on my mastery. Self-doubt is blasphemy. I'm the God I ask for me, connected to my astral dream. I summon other beings, all facets of me. Magician carve my meaning. My purpose is the alchemy. I am numero uno, Raishi on my mind, lion's mane, big on sumo, Babalao aligned with Pluto. We kick back like we judo, karma licks back from Pluto. Heart on a feather, that represents my new growth. Trusting me is crucial, the God in me a do show. I'm bigger than your economics, politics, and Google. My omnipresence is the true show, all the world's a stage. Allow my authentic self to be the sage. Fumigating parasites all up in my space. Cause I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than indoctrinations. Naga's rising cavalry. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than the situation. Netters are my battery. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The netters are my battery.